Okay. Well, first of all, hi, welcome, and excuse my face. I have just been in the shower because I took a tiny bit of a break from Satisfactory for a couple of hours, and if you guys missed the whole update 8, I'm sorry. Where have you been? Oh, I know. I know. This little one probably intimidated you with a natural 20, and you got scared. Oh, that's not it? Joking aside, I did try update 8 as soon as it was available for downloading on the experimental branch. And if you do want to try out update 8, there's a couple of things you need to be aware of. First and foremost, make sure that you back up your saves just in cases. I haven't had the guts yet to check out my saves. Because 2 of my saves I'm very fond of, and okay, who am I kidding? I'm fond of all of them, but 2 of them have a bit more special room in my heart. Yeah? Okay. Now, you have backed up your saves, right? Right? Okay. Then make sure you, on Steam, right? When you right click on Satisfactory on your Steam library, there's a little thing that you need to click down and say yes to betas. Once you've done that, and it will install the experimental whatever thingy, and you're good to go. Then, once that is done, you will have a new option when setting up a new game. Okay? Advanced game settings. And me being me, I clicked on everything. All of it. And I noticed a couple of things. And we will go through them later. Right now, I'm just going to show you. Hopefully you guys see this. So they have added in flight mode, which I was so excited about. It helps with building. Honestly, it helps so much without having to wait until you get the hover pack, because it allows you to stand still in the air. As long as you got power and you got the hover pack. But this helps so much more. Before that, they added this. I had to use utility pack, daylight, daisy chain everything, which is very handy dandy. I might say that a couple of times, but it is very handy dandy. What else did I use? Well, a couple of buildables. So, but the 3 I have mentioned were for making gaming a bit more fun, and also making videos for you guys easier without being totally cheaty McPeety. But on this one, like I said, I clicked every single thing. So they added in some interesting do that, especially when you just want to build. Or you're making a showcase build. Oh my god. I may or may not have started that just a wee bit. Oh, come on, music. You're so loud. Loud. But yeah. Flight mode. No build cost. Which is good. Because before we had limited space in your pockets, right? For building materials. And for healing objects and your weapons and yada yada yada. So that in itself as well. And no power. I was quite intrigued by that. But that is not going to stop me from building a giant power plant. It's not. And no cost to any unlocks, which I was quite intrigued by too. But it's kind of a what's it called? Since we have no build cost, right? Then essentially the unlock shouldn't cost anything else because no build cost, right? Do I make any sense? I hope so. If not, blame it on it being late, because I've been doing this for jeebus, almost 9 hours now. But yeah, so I was quite intrigued by that, and also, again, for the ease of making videos and not having to go hunt to make sure you get the recipes that you need for a specific build. It's amazing. And when you should be so unlucky to die from falling down from places you shouldn't have been in the first place, that you get to keep what you have on you, your equipment, which is so nice. And then you can select items from the game to put into your inventory. Whereas before I had to use the utility mod to add certain specific items to my pockets. I didn't do it very often, but those rare occasions that I had to. Very helpful. So this is absolutely magnificent. Can we get that away? Thank you. Again, not a quality of life. And another thing I used the utility pack for. God mode, because I am a klutz. I am a walking disaster on legs. Not just in real life, also in game. Because I see something I think is cool, I will focus on that thing and forgetting that I am doing something stupid. So that is beautiful. I love that. And then you can disable the little sneaky creepy crawlies. Why am I doing that? I don't know. But you can disable them. So for anybody having problems with creatures with more than 4 legs, essentially, they hurt you. They hurt you, and you now have an option not just to turn them into cute kitty cats. Right. Another thing that I actually was surprised by, that I actually quite enjoy, I was like, but you can set it to any face that you want. And because I wanted to show off as many things as possible, like I said, I clicked everything. So, alright. Now, let's just enjoy this for a tiny bit. Plus, that means I get to sip my coffee. And fun fact, I have only had one pot of coffee today. And normally doing what I have been doing this entire day would mean 2 to 3 pots. So but that is still beautiful. So a quick little overview of what I have been playing around with. And yes, I am up very, very high. So imagine me being up this high without having God mode on. And I do not have any parachutes on me. And I don't know why I haven't done that yet. So let's just land, and I will tell you how to activate your flight mode. Okay? It's super duper simple. It takes a bit to get it into your normal flow of using your keyboard and your mouse, right? So normally when you press the space bar, that's the jump, right? Da, 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 da. But if we quickly tap it, et voila! And if we hold it down, up, up and away into the stratosphere. Again, magnificent. And the only thing I gotta say I miss a tiny bit from the utility pack mod so far, flight speed. But that is a minor detail. I am just so happy not having to deal with the bloody jetpack or the hover pack, having to wait to be able to make it, and then getting to do my crazy build stuff. This is such a lovely surprise. I'm so happy. So that was my crazy brain's idea of making a, you know those nice temples they have in Indonesia? Kind of dealio? Or even some places in Japan that got some nice structures with that shaped roof. I really like those. So that was my idea, making it a bit more spacey, but keeping that shape in mind. And also, I was thinking glammed up bunker as well. Okay, which one of you guys are so loud? Beanie, if you do not laugh at me. I think I'm being very brave being on here without any makeup on. The only thing I've done is add a tiny bit to my brows, because otherwise I don't have any. And that's a fact. But yeah. So this crazy structure is just for one thing. Concrete. Lots of concrete. And right now this does not have an overflow system. And the only explanation is I got distracted. The other areas do have an overflow. So the only one who doesn't is the concrete. But another cool thing, besides the lumen, we got lumen on here. And I quite like it. That was another thing I was a bit skeptic about, but also quite intrigued. And I gotta change that autosave time again. Thank you, autosave. But quite intrigued by it as well. So, since we don't have any power requirements, it actually allows you to keep your builds very neat and tight without having to run too many wires. The only thing that you need wires for really is the lights. if you don't connect them to any sort of wire, they will not light up. At first, I did put down lights here, lights there, and nothing happened. I'm like, it says no power. If it says no power, I shouldn't have to run wire, right? Wrong. But that's okay. We figured it out. But yeah, absolutely, that is something to keep in mind when clicking all the things. But the lumen, look at that. I did try to use as many different ways as I could think of for lighting, and also making functional factories. So before I don't press all the things, I would need to set up a power plant just in case. Now, let's just wow, they're loud. Let's fix that because, whoo, boy oh boy. Audio, audio. Don't get me wrong, darlings. It's not that I don't want you to hear the machines and all of those wonderful sounds. But for me right now, too much sound. Too much. But yeah, with the lumen, oh, I gotta recolor those too. Dang it! I thought it was I had been all over the place with the recoloring thingy. Dang it! I'll get you. Now I seen you. Then we gotta fix you. I set up this entire system before I did get all the unlocks for buildables, so don't mind that. That will be fixed later with the conveyor lift floor hole, or the little black holes as I like to call them, because they kind of look like that. They look like a black hole. And here is another area where I played around with the different types of lights. Let's turn off my flashlight. And honestly, I like the new lighting system. I really do. I'm kind of in awe of it. See, overflow system. And why is the overflow system very important as is? Because none of the materials are being used right now. They're just being made. And I just bought another spot that needs recoloring. But see, this is one of the things I haven't figured out why they look this way. Because they shouldn't look this way. Hence why I decided to get the recoloring options or material swaps, or what you will call it. Because this just looks wrong. That does not look like the floor that we love and know. The normal fix-it floor. Right? Flashlight on, otherwise I will tumble down the steppy steps. And I left that open on purpose because I'm a squirrel. Oh, I didn't show you my accent wall that I made. Of course I didn't. Because that would make sense if I did. Accent color. But yeah, see? The fixed floors look weird. Thank you, autosave. Right. And there's been a couple of things like that And we are gonna run over to another example that doesn't look right compared to the normal update 7, shall we say. I can live with it for now because I know I can't be the only person having this issue. And I will ask you guys kindly if you could share this with Coffee Stain. There you go. It doesn't matter if I recolor, leave it alone, change the piping. The pipes are looking weird again. More examples right here. I can live with it for now. But one thing I cannot live with, and that kind of bumps me out a lot, because when I started up a new save file to play around and figure out all of the new bits and bobs they have added, how to utilize it, so I can give the knowledge on to you guys. Because if I don't do what I do, how on earth can I help you guys? And that's the whole point of my fucking ramblings most of the time. 95% of the times. And the rest of it is to tell you guys that you're awesome. Rambling, which I think is fair, you know? And honestly, it's been such a long while since I literally have to stop using my equipment around me and talk with my hands, because this is really bugging the living crap out of me. And normally I don't use words like crap. I would find more suitable alternatives in case that you guys have kiddos running around, or your grandbabies, or your doggos, or your kitty cats. In my case, plant babies. I don't want to hear bad words coming out of them either. So that's gonna tell you guys how much it actually bugs me. But before we venture out so I can show you, I am gonna literally do a hard save. And we're gonna call it Hope, because that is all I can do right now, is hope. That it goes well and I don't have to restart my save here. And also, we got some new thingamabobbers to check out. Double tap, and we are up. Yep, we're up. So the flying speed is okay, but it's not the same as what you get with utility pack. And I get that. No complaints, but I'm just saying it so you guys are aware and not thinking, oh yeah, I can set it to super duper speed and then I can be on the other side of the map in 5 seconds, flat. So you don't expect that, because that is not gonna happen, guys. It's not. It's going in a nice, lazy... Oh, I am pretty sure the texture is not supposed to look like that. I know they changed the way that things are loading in, but this is something else. Well, hopefully the devs will just say I'm being silly, but yeah, moving away from the scary stuff. So, as I was saying before, I got distracted about the other things that are a bit weird at the moment. I wanted to start up in the Northern Forest because that is one of my favorite places in the entire bloody game. You got so many beautiful pure notes. And I wanted to build in between the nice trees they have there. And my second favorite spot in the entire game is where we are at right now. The dunes. I love the dunes. But I wanted to do something that looks like a miniature alien robotic city in the Northern Forest, but that wasn't gonna happen. So they did some changes here to the canyon area, and let's see if we can spot them, shall we? Since we're flying this way anyways. Hey Beanie, do not laugh at me. Yes, I know I look silly up in the sky. So they made this area a bit more transitional. I hope that's the right term. So that way goes up to the Titan Forest, and they added more of these funny coral thingies. And they added some more hilly stuff, if I'm not mistaken. And we're gonna stay away from the stinky flowers. Because I might be in God mode, but I don't trust them, so. And also I'm surprised that Mandolin Fluffy Tail is still moving around, because those flowers do not look happy. See? Not happy. Run, little buddy, otherwise you're gonna get stinkified. And all of a sudden I'm a host for Satisfactory Animal Planet. So the oil nose looks like itself, thankfully. But they did change a lot of the rock faces and the stinky poops, and I forgot to make some Boomba sticks, and I'm sorry guys, no kablooies. Right, let's keep going this way. Because I want to go see if it helps floating into the dunes and then flying to the Northern Forest as a tactic if you want to build there. I haven't dared testing that yet, so that's what we're doing. And I'm scared. And I know it's silly since it's just a game and I can start over, which I don't want to, but we can, of course. So this whole area, like they told us, they made it, see, right here. That's where the choppiness begins. Compared to the dunes area, this is bad. This feels like swimming in molasses or anything else that is sticky and that is going to pull you down and feel yucky. This is what it feels like. And hopefully it's just me being super duper unlucky, and your guys' experience might be better. And this is the reason why I haven't even dared to check out my other saves. See, it's even making me lag. Which normally is only a problem when it is auto-saving. Yeah, we are gonna swim out of here, so to speak. Because this doesn't feel right. It do not feel good. And I even changed my settings, so it's not on ultra or high. Well, it's on high, but it's not on ultra anymore. Before I had everything on ultra, like I normally would. See? No freaking control over anything. Nada. And if I go to the ground, it's even worse. Come on, move, move. We gotta go, we gotta go. I wanna play with power towers. See, here we're fine. So is it this entire transitional area from the Spire Coast and into the Northern Forest and into the Rocky Desert? That's the problem. And again, I truly hope I'm just being super duper unlucky and nobody else is experiencing this, because that is not good. And I tried over 15 times from different starting areas close to the Northern Forest to see if I could make it bearable. I tinkered with all of my settings. I made sure that everything was updated. Drivers, GeForce experience, Windows, and all of the cookies were cleared, caches, you name it. I did it. Triple check my internet connection. So that is why I'm hoping that one of you beautiful people on the other side will send this to Coffee Stain's Q&A site. I tried myself to list a bug report, but because of everything going on right now that I have talked about before, and I don't want to bore you guys with it, I can't. And I figured if we can add this to the bug report so they get to see what we saw, that it will help them. Since I'm fully aware they work so bloody hard on giving us all of this, right? And being able to do stupid shit like that. Now, let's check out the new power thingies. Let's go down to the ground all the way. And also, we need to make a zippy thingy. And somebody's probably gonna bully me for that. It's okay though. It's okay. I just need to see what we need material-wise. Or we could be super duper lazy and actually just go to advanced settings. That's on the gameplay. Select item to give. Yes, please. I will just search. Yes. Should that do it? Shall we see? Check our pockets. Yeah. I got the power! Joking aside. Okay. So the new power thingies, they look... Oh, that's just kamikaze jump. Let's see. So I already know that somebody were saying that the upper power connection was not working right. And let's get the one with and ignore Mr. Fluffy Tail. He's a big boy. What about... So you're gonna give me a new one automatically, but I just need a connection, please. Can I do that? So it's one or the other. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So that is giving us a normal power pole. But what if we want... And these should go further than anything else we have been able to do without being a cheaty McPeedy. Let's get the other one. Let's just put it here. So there is slight differences to the new power towers. So the upper power lines will go further than the normal pole, right? Whereas the intended purpose is you can take one of these and connect them up to your factories, right? And then drag the big ones in between where you need your power to go, besides using the trains, of course. I think that was the thought behind it. And I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. And honestly, when I saw they made this with a platform in the teaser trailer, I knew exactly what we needed to do. Fall. It's been a while since I used the zip line, so give me a minute. But honestly, this should be good though. And it's a smoother ride before update. Yes, yes, yes. And we should be able to disembark more easily too. Okay. I quite like that. And also they should have fixed that on the inside as well. Let's see, if we just wander over to the big kahuna that I made there. Say hi to the miner. Hi. Right. However, I am gonna hide a sneaky ramp for ease of access to the steps. But since all of this were more for me to try out how things were working with all of the things that I pressed in the settings, the advanced settings, you know. Let's give me the Mark 1 and give me and then we're just gonna double tap. You kind of have to do quickly, which is bit difficult. So that felt more smooth too. So if you were to have a more normal ceiling side, because I wanted this to look again grand, imposing, mainly because I didn't want to take away from all of this. And I had a bit of fun playing around with the designs too, so. And you can't tell me this doesn't look cool. Well, you can, but you would be wrong, so. What else did we need to check out since we're here? We did the power thingies. They changed the way that the different vehicles are working. So I have already heard a bit of different experiences from other Satisfactory players. So let's start with trying it out on flat ground, yeah? We're just gonna give it some wood. What I have right now, so could I cheat and give myself some different fuel? Absolutely. Now, does this feel like a toy vehicle? Kinda. Tiny bit. Let's do the most stupid thing I can think of. But it can get up to some speeds here. Ooh! Okay, it managed to do that quite nicely. And we're not stuck. Okay. But yeah, the graphics are a bit, see? I don't know what to do about that. I have tried. We're just gonna feed it some coal. See, this is not normal. That is most definitely not normal. So, oh, they were not kidding when they said they mess with the physics of them. Right. But it still handles pretty nicely. It's not so erratic feeling like it used to be for me, personally. I'm not gonna discount anybody else's experience or feelings regarding this vehicle. Okay, thank you, mister. I'm gonna steal your coal. Thank you. And then let's try the little tractor. Bye for now. That hurt my heart a bit. That really hurt my heart. I really like the Explorer, okay? Now let's see what the tractor can do. Because these are very cute. Quite fun too. But are they as fun as the Explorer? No, absolutely not. But they have the upside of they are small compared to the truck. And I like the truck very much. But for certain areas or certain purposes, honestly, the tractor is your best bet. But if you want to go smaller, you can actually enable autopilot with the little fix-it cards. Which I think is pretty cool. Well, it seems to handle a bit better than before. So, yay! Okay. And hopefully they fixed the dumminess of the vehicles, because before, even though I was very thankful for the fact they added the ghosting part to help out with the vehicles weirdness. Let's just call it what it is. Okay, next victim. We still got a tiny bit of fuel we can utilize. Not much though, but better than none. So weird having all of those stuff in my inventory that normally would be filled with things to build high-end stuff. And a shit ton of concrete. Oh, that eats fuel like nobody's business. Sorry guys, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, they feel a bit more nicer to drive. They handle a bit better. So, I think in the future we will have to try and set up a fresh... Again, I'm truly sorry, guys. I am. And the fluffies don't look right either. Don't get me wrong, they're still beautiful, but... Is that the lumen that adds that shine to their scale? Hey, get back here. I just want to hug you. Right. What else? There was something else. I can't remember anymore. So we went over the buckiness. That looks a bit weird, and I'm hoping it's just me. But I will still ask for you guys' help regarding sending this to Coffee Stain, because I have a sneaky suspicion it's not just me. And if it's not just me, that means other people's games are not behaving either. And that thought in itself makes me very sad. It really does. And I know it's silly for me to say that, because I do not know the entire gaming world. But honestly, I keep imagining a poor person trying to enjoy one of their favorite games, setting up in the northern forest, wink wink, and it's just like swimming in freaking molasses no matter what you do. And honestly, I was ready to tear apart my computer. It's standing right here, by the way. To tear it apart. Literally. And I broke a mouse. Not on purpose. I took it apart to see if it needed a good clean. But what I didn't think about before I took it apart were the plastic was getting corroded, you know, when it's been used a lot. The plastic gets brittle. So yeah, rip my favorite mouse. Thankfully I got another one, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think it's time for me to do another hard save. Exit. Find my hairbrush. Hopefully this was somewhat interesting. And if you guys want me to continue on this world, let me know, because honestly, I where it's heading. Right now I have the most basic things set up. Iron, copper, and concrete. That's it. Because I've been trying to explore a bit as well. It was just the northern forest, and so far that is the worst area regarding the molasses effect. Alright, that's it. Bye bye. And oh, right buttons. I will see you guys in the next one. And I know this was rambly AF, but like I said, I've been sitting here trying to figure things out for 9 hours. And also, this is my fifth new game, to see if it was just a bug or what do you know. So yeah.